business. And there's some attitudes that precipitate this. One of them is individualism. I'm gonna be happy at anybody else's expense.
Yeah.
Folk are telling you, say, if it don't work, get out of it. You know, folk are made around now, you know, that praise God, you got to get with the crowd that's going to help you get where you're going. If they ain't get you where you're going, you get rid of them. And folk are leaving families, wives, husbands, children, everybody else, because they're not getting their car fast enough. They're getting in the way of me getting my stuff, or I'm not happy. And their happiness becomes the measure of everything without regards to what's going to happen as a result of their living such a individualized mindset. I was taught years ago when I learned to drive, I just kept, and I knew how to shift the gears and stuff. I knew how to use the clutch. I was taught on the old system. I knew how to pop the clutch and all that, but I couldn't stay in the lane. And so the guy told me, said, you know what your problem is? You're looking right over the hood. You need to look down the road. Find your spot down the road and then steer toward that spot. And when I looked way down the road, then the car leveled off and it held straight. But I was adjusting for everything in the road. And when we don't begin, young people, if you don't look past your young age and look what everybody doing now and don't look at 30, 40 years from now and what you're going to be done, you're going to be all outside the lane, all over the line because you didn't have a long enough view. You got to consider in your youth, Lord, teach us the number of days. You got to begin to think now about what kind of life you're going to have. And not only that, but you got to start thinking about preparing for marriage and children and what you're going to do with them when they come. You don't wait until you fall in love and get goosebumps. And without any education at all, you're going to jump into a lifelong relationship. You have to start thinking about that thing right now. You 12, 13 years old. What's your major goal? I'm going to be a pharmacist. Well, you can't sleep with that. Your goal ought to be a wife. Your goal ought to be, young men, to be a husband, to be a father, to be a mother, and then be a pharmacist so you can support it. But don't make the career your life goal, because that's short-lived. Careers come and go.